to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. Listen to this piece from Fox and Friends. Links on my site. Listen to this crazy stuff, but not so fast. When you see this guy, you may be forgiven for thinking you've seen this act somewhere before. If you're Canadian, then you're unfortunately familiar with the name Trudeau. The mannerisms and his actions, not to mention his plans, are eerily familiar to Trudeau, with the same results. Is there some place where they're growing these clones to maturity and then passing them out into the world to pollute it? Take a listen and make your own mind up. Oh, did I say? It's the governor of California. The new governor of California, Newsom.
Meanwhile, let's go out west where it is 4:25 in the morning in California, and their new governor, Gavin Newsom, just taking the oath of office, and he's already inviting illegal immigrants to his sanctuary state. Everybody.
Together, let us build a house stronger than the coming storms, yet open to the world. A house that provides shelter to all who need it and sanctuary to all who seek it.
His first order of business, expanding state-run health care, including full coverage to 138,000 illegal immigrants.
Here to react is host of the Mike Slater Show, Mike Slater. Mike, did this story resonate? No one really challenged Newsom as a legitimate contender for that slot. Does that mean most of Californians are pleased with that speech and that statement?
Oh yeah. We're gonna get exactly what we deserve. California, you thought it was bad in the past, guys. It is totally game on now. We have our super progressive governor, Gavin Newsom. We have activist Democrats in every single state office. We have a super majority of Democrats in the state assembly and the state senate. So nothing is stopping the progressive agenda in California. And this affects everyone in the country because almost every crazy idea starts in California and heads east.
Mike,
guys, I think that
Californians are okay with this? I mean, it just seems it's hard for us to wrap our heads around this. It's not common sense. It's okay for people to come into our country. They get to take home their cash, send it home to their family in Mexico or wherever they are, or keep their cash. Meanwhile, every other tax-paying citizen in California has to pay for them to have health care.
You got it right. I think the thing that frustrates me the most is that our politicians, they don't have to live the consequences of their policies, right? Our old governor, Jerry Brown, he's retired off to his 2,500-acre estate. There's no MS-13 gang members living nearby he has to worry about. Maxine Waters, her district has a 22% poverty rate. She lives in a $4.5 million mansion. Gavin Newsom, his kids don't go to schools that have to face the consequences of illegal immigrants. There's schools in California where 75 languages are spoken in the school. What is that? How can we live that, right? But they don't have to live these consequences every day, so they don't care. The politicians don't.
Well, and it wasn't just sanctuary for all who are in the Golden State where you are right now. Mike, listen to this. Here is the new governor of California talking about not California, but the White House.
Here in California, we will prove that people of good faith and firm will can still come together to achieve big things. We will offer an alternative to the corruption and the incompetence in the White House.
Well, and when you hear things like that, where he's taking a shot at the president of the United States, you wonder, is this guy running for president of the United States? Because yesterday here in New York, the mayor, de Blasio, announced we're going to give health care to everybody.
Yeah, it's a race to as far left as possible. He's absolutely going to run for governor. The state of California already has sued the Trump administration 38 times, right? So California is the leader of the anti-Trump resistance, and that's going to amp up moving forward here. About the health care for illegals, the California budget 10 years ago was $80 billion. Today it's over $200 billion, and health care expenditures in California are $450 billion. That's 2.5 times the entire budget of California to pay for everyone's health care. And that doesn't even include illegal immigrants' health care, which make up a pretty large portion of the state as well. The top 1% already pay half of the income taxes in California. Right. There's no way we can possibly fund this. But
yes, there is.
Never stopped these
They're
guys.
going to raise your taxes.
Well, that's it. But there's not even enough money to possibly do that. But that's never stopped these progressives from enacting these policies.
Mike, what you do is it gets people leaving. So there's going to be more of a tax burden on the ones who stay, which is a shame because it's one of the most beautiful states we have. Mike Slater, thanks so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist, and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.